I hope you're having a joyful day today. Guardrails TN here. I wanted to share a few things with you. Do my second video here, so be patient with me. Um, the first thing I wanted to share is I was conversing via text this morning with a coworker, a friend of mine, and one of the things he expressed, it kind of broke my heart a little bit. He said that he is wanting to be in the top 10 of sales so he can be somebody. And I completely understand about wanting to have your name out there, and you should have goals definitely to be the best that you can be in business and in life. Um, but I had to remind him that, you are somebody to your wife, to your two beautiful children, to all of your friends and your family, your other coworkers, to us in our group that we have. Um, that's really important for you to remember. You are somebody. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. And as long as you are continuing to ask the Lord to help you along the way, you are somebody. You don't have to prove anything to anybody on this earth. Just keep digging into the Word, and the Lord will show you that you are somebody. Jesus died on the cross for you, even if it was just for you. He would do it all over again just for you. You are somebody already. So some of the scriptures that really stuck out to me today happen to be in the Psalms. And so I just want to share those for you. I'm in the ESV version, and Psalm 25, 1 and 2. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. O my God, in you I put my trust. Let me not be put to shame. Let not my enemies exalt over me. So you don't have to prove anything to anybody. The Lord is going to bat for you. You keep your seeking Him, and He will give you the desires of your heart. It goes on in Psalm 25, 4 and 5. Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all the day long. Folks, sometimes you have to wait a lot longer and be more patient than you'd like to be. You may not get the answers that you want, but sometimes the answer is no. And we have to be okay with that because the Lord is perfect. God's ways are perfect. His answers are perfect. His timing is perfect. And you have to trust that. He is there for you, with you all the way. Another one of the Psalms that was sticking out in Psalm 29. It's 29, 1 and 2 says, Ascribe to the Lord, O heavenly beings. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Worship the Lord in the splendor of holiness. And I know the word ascribe, but I looked it up in the dictionary, and it means to associate or give ownership or authorship. And I like the authorship one. That really speaks to the Lord, who is the author of everything. And then Psalm 29:11 says, May the God give strength to his people. May the Lord bless his people with peace. Peace is something that we sorely need in this world right now. Everything is so chaotic, and it feels like we're in the twilight zone every day, I feel like. But I want to encourage you that you can do this. You can continue to reach out to the Lord and ask him. I mean, even if it's several times a day, I have to go to the Lord and ask for help. Sometimes all I can say is Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And he knows whatever that is in my heart, whether I'm crying out for help or it's a prayer for you or for other people or for me. Anyway, and then in Psalm 33, this is quite interesting to me. It talks about this is Psalm 33, 4 and 5. For the word of the Lord is upright, and all his work is done in faithfulness. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. And then there's other verses. If you look down Psalm 33, 6 and 8. Um, I'll just read it through 6 through 8, but I want to share something that I feel like is something very interesting. Psalm 33, 6. By the word of the Lord the heavens were made, and by the breath of his mouth all their host. What does that sound like to you? He gathers the waters of the sea as a heap. He puts the depths in storehouses. And then again, he says, let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spoke, and it came to be. Again, what does that sound like? He commanded, and it stood firm. Folks, it sounds like the Big Bang to me. You know, they talk about the Big Bang and things just happened. And they just kind of were because they needed to be. Well, I believe that the Lord spoke, and that was the Big Bang. Because several times throughout the Bible, you hear how the Lord his voice is so strong, and it sounds like thunder. So that kind of sounds like a Big Bang to me. So just some little nuggets to think about. And then lastly, in Psalm 36, just had some thoughts. 36, 5 and 6, and then 10. Your steadfast love, O Lord, extends to the heavens, your faithfulness to the clouds. Your righteousness is like the mountains of God. Your judgments are like the great deep. Man and beast you save, O Lord. Sounds like a song, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, continue your steadfast love to those who know you, and your righteousness to the upright of heart. So those were just my thoughts today. I know it's a little bit longer, but I wanted to remind you of the phrase that I'm trying to teach myself as well, that the Lord gave me, to fortify the Lord's guardrails in your life by derailing your heart. And derail. Delve into the Word, engage with the Lord, renew your mind, accept Jesus into your heart, interact with him every day, and live free in the Lord. Derail. Derail. I believe in you, and I think you are going to have a great day. You are somebody. You are somebody in the Lord. Be blessed. Have a joyful day.